Hi, everyone. Mike White here. Welcome to this week's blog post. Here we are. It's the end of June, and believe it or not, uh, although it is June the 26th, my firm belief is the 4th of July holiday uh, really starts tomorrow. The big piece about this is people are always looking at holidays. People are always planning around events, and I think it's important that we take a look at that. And it's something I wanted to address today because, again, I don't know how many of us have thought about this, completely. And as I've talked about plenty of times before, that planning and preparation are critical items for your business development. If you build a sustainable mortgage practice, it's going to be built on preparation and planning, along with consistency of activities. And that sustainability in the mortgage practice gets you through all the highs and lows and allows you to take care of all the obvious opportunities that are in the marketplace, but also it helps you take advantage of some of the things you might not see. And that's why I focus so much on business planning and keeping that business plan a part of my, monthly review activities to help keep my clients on track and stay ahead of the curve. Because let's be honest, being prepared in advance for situations that you need to be in control of are really helpful. And it's really helpful that you're prepared with solutions to potential issues before those situations arrive. Because while you can't always prepare for everything, it sure is nice to prepare for the things that you can obviously see. And one of the things that we deal with that is obvious is the calendar, because the calendar prepares us for all of these things. And if we look, 4th of July is next Friday. So people are going to be looking at that calendar and saying, oh, well, 4th of July is next Friday, which means a lot of people are not going to be around on Thursday and they're going to take off. So it's really only a 3-day work week next week. So if I take off tomorrow, I'm really only missing 2 days. And that's how people talk themselves into leaving on June the 27th and coming back around July the 7th. And it's not, I'm saying that you're going to do that, but what I'm saying is that there are people who are going to see that and seize an opportunity to, use their time off in conjunction around holidays and weekends to maximize the benefit. So right now, what I really need you to think about is that we're really 8 days away from the actual 4th of July. And again, it falls on Friday this week. And while it may be obvious to some of you, but it may not be obvious to everyone, that you've got to ask yourself some questions. And I've come up with 6 questions I think are really important that you need to go through and at least account for the information. The first one is, who do you know that's planning to be away for the holiday? And when are they, what holiday that are they planning for? Are they, what are they planning on doing? It's really important. The second thing is when are they planning on leaving? Because you may think they're going to be away on the 4th of July, and you say, yeah, I'm going away for the 4th of July. Are they working on July 3rd, or are they the people that are leaving tomorrow and they're coming back July 7th? So it comes to the third place is what time are they taking off? What time are they planning on being gone? And this goes again for you. It goes again for your team members. It goes again for your referral partners and of course your clients. These are all conversations you can have not only with yourself and your family, but with everybody around you. And that leads us to the fourth question is, who's covering for me or the members of my team if I'm going to be gone or they're going to be gone? Who's covering? Because again, you can't just say, and this bodes for what happens if you're working with a client and a realtor and somebody needs, a roof, or somebody needs an inspection, and that roofer or that inspector is gone. And now you've got a contract and they're ready to go under contract, and they've got an inspection period, and now your inspector's gone and your roofer's not available. Now what happens? Now we got to scramble to find somebody. So having these conversations and saying, hey, based upon the people that I know and based upon the likelihood of who's going away, are we checking with the people that we know, the people that we rely on for services or referrals or whatever, or support? When are they going? How long are they going to be gone? And who's covering for them? And that's the fifth question is, of my referral partners or of my support people or of the vendors that I use, if they're going away, who's covering? Who do I call? Who do they want me to call in their absence? I'd much rather, if I was going to be away, somebody calls somebody on my team as opposed to, oh, well, he's not around, so let me just call another mortgage company. No, I don't want that to happen. So I want them to know exactly who to call. And I'm sure your inspector or any of the other support people you have would want to designate who they want those calls to go to. And last but not least, are my clients and referral partners aware of my own availability? Because again, well, I had this deal, but I didn't want to bother you on the holiday week. Well, if you're going to be around and you're working, you should let them know. Hey, look, I'm staying home. I'm going to be here. If you need me, I'm a text or a phone call away. No problem. Be happy to do it. Or here's who's covering for me. If you have on this day or that day or whatever, here's who you can call. It's really important that you do these things because, again, this information is critical. Being prepared, as well as helping prepare the other people around you, shows a higher degree of professionalism. It shows that regardless of the situation, you have a plan in place to deal with whatever situation may occur. It opens up the door to opportunities, not only for yourself, but opens up opportunities for you and your referral partners when other people around drop the ball. So again, I need you to look at this and I need you to think about it and say, looking at the calendar and they see next week is Friday, July 4th, but you know what? They're going to figure nothing's going to happen. And that may very well be true. But they're going to start their holidays early, or they're going to not think anything is going on. And I guarantee you, you and I both know this. There are going to be people looking to buy houses. There are people going to be out there getting pre-approved. There are going to be people going under contract between now and July the 7th. And the only way that you're going to be part of that is to be part of this conversation. And if you don't initiate the conversation and have the call and share with people your awareness, you may miss out on opportunities down the road. So as always, if you got questions or comments, it's Mike at imtcoaching.com. We'll talk to you again next week. Take care.